and they can join the platform. Yeah, you don't want them to be left out, so they can go there and be part of particular platform. They ain't gonna be left out. So now, they want to join the Zoom too. I've shared the link. You can just jump on it. Today's a Bible studies. It's a Bible discussion. So it's not gonna be like, oh, it's only the servant of the Lord that's gonna do the talk, you know. It's when I say Bible studies, it's a discussion. So now we are discussing Acts chapter 7. So I'm expecting maybe 2 or 3 people to jump in and be like, man of God, what are you talking about? This. So it's a Bible discussion. Whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on YouTube or Zoom, you can participate. You can join me live and colored and be a partaker of what God is doing right now. Yeah, I just got a ball rolling on Facebook right now. So I'm expecting somebody to join me today, and then they have to share their their thoughts and what they also have received from the discussion. So now let me continue from where I am at. The man of God is still speaking. So verse 5, and God gave no inheritance in, and not even enough to set his foot on. But even when Abraham had no child, he promised to give him for a possession and to his descendants after him. But God spoke in this way, that his descendants would dwell in a foreign land that would bring, and they will bring them, let's go back there, that descendants would dwell in a foreign land, and that they would bring them into bondage and oppress them for 400 years. Now, so he's making a reference to in the book of Genesis, when God, after God had established a covenant with Abraham, he told him that, look, your descendants will become foreigners in a land and they'll become slaves there. They will be oppressed for 400 years. After 400 years, I will come and deliver them. So that took place in the book of Exodus after the death of Joshua and all the 12 sons of Israel or Jacob. There was a new Pharaoh who did not know or recognize, who did not know about, had no idea about Joseph, right? His relationship. So now he thought that the Hebrews were many. So that's where the slavery and everything started to take place at that moment. At that moment. Are you hearing this? My brother just shoot me a text. I will talk to you very soon. Ayadabado Shadabaha. Ayadabado Shkadabada. Ebelebezus Libradabado Shadabada. Mapalabadi Kadabado Shadabada. You see, so they started tormenting them from that moment. So now he's giving them a point of reference and is building an argument. Or he's building a point. Now watch this. The nation to whom they will be in bondage, I will judge and said God. So I will judge, said God. And after that, they shall come out and serve me in this place. And that was true. That's why Stephen was very knowledgeable. He was advanced. He knows what he's talking about. But these people, the son of fire, welcome, they were not happy because they want that to be the only people to know everything. If you know too much, you become a threat to them. So according to them, Jesus, when Jesus was among them, they thought in their mind that Jesus knows too much, so he's a threat to them. Then they have to clear him off. That is why they intended to take his life. And that is what they decided to do. They don't like it when you know too much. When you are knowledgeable and know too much about what you're talking about, they become very angry and they don't like it. Because if they discover that you know too much about what they know, they will rise up against you, number one, and they will choose to bring you down. Now watch this. And after they shall come out and serve me in this place, then he gave him the covenant of circumcision. And so Abraham begot Isaac and circumcised him on the 8th day. And Isaac begot Jacob, and Jacob begot the 12 patriarchs. You mean the 12 sons or the 12 tribes, the 12 sons. Now watch this. And the patriarchs becoming nervous sold Joseph into Egypt, but God was with him. Now the patriarch, the 11, they sold Joseph into Egypt. Like I said before, the son he loved the most, they sold him into Egypt, but God was with him and delivered him out of all his troubles and gave him favor and wisdom in the presence of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And he made him governor over Egypt and all his house. He made him governor over Egypt and all his house. You see, God positioned him in that level for a specific reason. Why do you think God placed him there? It's because of what was ahead of them. Because there was a famine coming. There was a famine coming. There was a kingdom, Yoga. There was a famine coming. Ayadabado Shadabaha. Alamahano Shadabaha. And God gave favor and wisdom in the presence of Pharaoh and king of Egypt, and he made him governor over Egypt and all his house. Now a famine and a great trouble came over the land of Egypt at Canaan, and over fathers found no sustenance. The fathers found no sustenance. The fathers found no sustenance. And our fathers found no sustenance because they were so hungry. Watch this. But when Jacob heard that there was grain in Egypt, he sent out our fathers first. He mean the 12 sons. And the second time, Joseph was made known to his brother. You see how he acknowledged the sons of Israel. He says our fathers. That is acknowledgement. That is a sign of respect. Today, a lot of young fellows have no respect. It cut across everywhere. Some young men don't have any respect for their fathers. They talk anyhow. Some believe that because, me too, I'm a man of God, God has called me, I can prophesy, I can do this. No respect for fathers in faith. No respect. Some even believe that they have the audacity to go and correct the fathers. Really? Some also, you see, I would say our elders are not always right, but I call them with the due respect that they deserve. Because the ones you don't respect and you don't give them honor, or you don't honor them, you can never grow past them. and you cannot be greater than them, because it is them that will lift you up. If now you begin to disrespect them, disregard them, bring them that, tarnish that image, and do all kinds of things, Nana Ama Fuswayawaka on TikTok against them, form all kinds of tribes and all kinds of things and rise up against all of them, and you think can make it? I don't think so. You cannot make it. I don't think so. You have to accord them with the respect and honor that they deserve. Prophet Dankayokam, God bless you. Even if they are at fault, social media and YouTube, social media, all social media platforms is not the place, or sitting on a radio station is not the platform to use to tarnish their image, to throw them under the bus. It's not the platform for those activities. Be wise. Your church podium is not the right place to talk to them in a manner that some of you do. It's not the platform. Because if we see these things, it tells us one thing. It's not about Jesus, but it's only about your concern. Oh, yes. Because you think you have the right. Oh, I've got an opportunity to have the right to do this. Yes, you have the right to do it, but apply wisdom. Apply wisdom. Don't let the number of church members you have, the size of your edifice, the beautiful platform you have laid, the podium you have, and the accolades you are getting as papa, or this or that, to enter into your head to make you think you are greater and higher than those who are ahead of you. Never. Never. You're a shepherd. Humble yourself. You see, sometimes, this thing gets into many men that they forget that they are called to serve, not to be served. Yes. Then Joseph sent and called his father Jacob. Let me go back there again. Second time, Joseph was made known to his brothers, and Joseph's family became known to the Pharaoh, to the Pharaoh. And then Joseph sent and called his father Jacob, or Israel, and all his relatives to him, 75 people. So Jacob went down to Egypt, and he died, he and our fathers, and they were carried back to Shechem and laid in the tomb that Abraham bought for a sum of money from the sons of Hamor, the father of Shechem. You know Shechem, the guy who molested. Is it not the guy who molested the Dinah? Let me check it out to be sure. Alamahano Shadabaha. Alapadi Badabadosha. Sandy Mensa Yawaka on TikTok. Everything I will check. Apalabadosh Kadabada. Elepelebedebedo Shadabada. Ipadabahado Shadabada. Rapadibidi kadabadabadosha. Ipadabadabada. Does anyone has a question on TikTok? Let me know. If you have a question on TikTok, let me know. If you have a contribution, let me know, because this is a Bible discussion. Wow, how would I put that? Who is Shikshu? Okay, let's go ahead. But when the time of promise drew near, which God has shown to Abraham, the people grew and multiplied in Egypt, till another king arose and did not know Joseph. So now he's giving a point of reference of the things that happened, a point of reference, right? He's just giving a point of reference of the things that happened during that time. This man dealt uh, treacherously with our people and oppressed our forefathers, making them expose their babies so that they might not live. At this time, Moses was born when he was pleasing to God, and he was brought up in his father's house for 3 months. Beatrice, you're welcome. You know, Moses was born in the time of this tragic moment where their babies were thrown into the river Nile because they thought that the Hebrews were getting, they were becoming plenty in the land. And this man had no idea what was happening and he started killing them. He killed many with great destinies. He didn't know that these sons and daughters, that these children he was killing are great people. And then the people were fulfilling what God had already told Abraham. That your descendants shall become like the stars of the sky and the sun at the seashore. Yes, I heard this. And was pleasing to God, and he was brought up in his father's house for 3 months. But when he was set out, Pharaoh's daughter took him away and brought him up as her own son. And Moses was learned in all, was learned. Oh my goodness, yes. There's an issue laptop, so I couldn't see the word well. And Moses was learned in all the wisdom of Egypt, of the Egyptians, and was mighty in words and deeds. Moses was well educated. He was well learned. He was wise. He had wisdom in all of Egyptian education and Egyptian stuff. Now, when he was 40 years old, it came to his heart to visit his brethren and the children of Israel, and seeing one of them suffer wrong, he defended and avenged him who was oppressed and struck down the Egyptian. For he supposed that his brethren would have understood that God would deliver them by his hand, but they did not understand. The next day he appeared to 2 of them And they were fighting and trying to reconcile them, saying, "Man, you are brethren, why do you wrong one another?" But he would, but he would, but he who did this, who did his neighbor wrong, push him away, saying, "Who made you a ruler and a judge over us? Do you want to kill us? Do you want to kill me as you did the Egyptian yesterday?" When he did that, that doctor was hidden. But how was he discovered? Between the knees was spread out. Then at this saying, Moses fled and became a deliverer in the land, so a dweller. Sorry. Moses left and became a dweller in the land of Midian, where he had 2 sons. When 40 years had passed, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in the flame of fire in a bush. That's Exodus chapter number 4. When you read it, you'll find it right there. In the wilderness of Mountain Sinai. When Moses saw it, he marveled at the sight. And as he drew near to observe, the voice of the Lord came to him, saying, "I am the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob." Now watch this. So now, whenever God appears to you, he announces himself. Or whenever an angel of the Lord appears to you, they announce who they are. They announce themselves. Are you hearing this? So if even when Jesus appeared to Paul on the road to Damascus, we will get there as we continue our journey in Acts. Said, "I am Jesus, whom you persecute." He introduced himself. He mentioned his name. Are you receiving this? Mm-hmm. What is this? No. Alama Sharaba. 1 second. Oh. Alama Sharaba. Now watch this. Oh, Jesus. The Lord is with us, somebody. Alama Shadabadabada. The God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the God, and Moses trembled and dared not to look. Then the Lord said to him, "Take your sandals off your feet, For the place where you stand is a holy ground. I have surely seen the oppression of my people. Who are in Egypt. I have heard their groaning, and have come down to deliver them. And now come, I will send you to Egypt. This Moses, whom they rejected, saying, who made you a ruler and a judge, is the one God sent to be with ruler and deliverer by the hand of the angel who appeared to him in the bush. He brought them out after he had shown wonders and signs in the land of Egypt and in the Red Sea and in the wilderness for 40 years. Do you get that? For 40 years. They were there for 40 years. Now, Stephen is giving a point of reference, and I told you he's building an argument. Let's read it. We see where he want to land. And this is that Moses who said to the children of Israel, the Lord your God will raise you up for you a prophet like me from your brethren. So now, other some people can refer to the prophet, but it's not that prophet. You are talking about Jesus here. You cannot give to any other person than Jesus Christ, because there was nowhere this thing that the prophet was talking about was about the other guy. No, this is about Jesus Christ. Him you shall hear. He who was in the congregation in the wilderness with the angel who spoke to him on the Mount Sinai, and with our fathers, the one who received the living oracles to give to us, whom our fathers would not obey but rejected. He's talking about the law, the 10 Commandments. When Moses climbed up to the mountain where he had to stay in 40 days and 40 nights, where he did not eat, he received the message from God, the Father Almighty. And in their heart, they turned back to Egypt, saying to Aaron, which means that they went back to idols, because Egypt was known for worshiping idols. Yes. Saying to Aaron, make us a God, you see that, to go before us. As for this Moses who brought us here to the land of Egypt, we don't know what had become of him. Now, the people were born in Egypt, and in Egypt, they had many idols that they were worshiping. And then, I believe that they have also been told about the God of their their forefathers, Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac, and they be told about the Joshua, Joseph, who through him they came there. They have heard about all these stories, but now they still have a certain DNA in them which must be cleared out. The DNA of idolatry. The DNA of idolatry, which needs to be cleared out. Which need to be cleared out of their system, because oh my kadabado shadaba. That was not God's original intent for them, that they'll be serving other gods. They want them to serve him only. He wants them to worship him only. Yes, that's what the Jehovah God want them to do. Saying to Aaron, make us a God to go before us. And as for this Moses who brought us out of this land of Egypt, we don't know what has become of him. And they made a calf in those days, offered sacrifices to the idol, and rejoiced in the works of their own hands. It's when people cannot find God, they start making their own gods. Amanda, God's mouthpiece. God bless you. Prophetess, God bless you. They design their own gods. They design their own things. They make their own things. They make their own things. Alamashada Bahada. Yes. Somebody can go to church many times and they are too desperate to marry a lady, for instance. Canada upon God bless you. Maybe every marriage proposal that comes, it doesn't end well. Out of desperation, they will leave the church and go to other places. Somebody can say, so the person wants fast blessings. They say, I worship God. I'm not saying any blessing. They want fast blessing. And their mind say that they are thinking of money. And so they will leave the house of God and go to the house of the devil, Satan's cohorts. And they'll go there and they'll ask them to do certain things for money. There are some women who are selling the market, and the good that they are selling their goods with diabolic things. They have gone to grab things from the house of the idol, the house of fetish priests, and they have added it to their business. They are doing dirty things so that they will get customers. They will get customers. They will get customers. They will get customers. Alama Shadaba Hadikadabado Sadabada. Alamahano Shadabadabada. Ilabadabado Shadabada. They will get customers. They want their food to sell. Diabolic things. Some preachers will join themselves to a certain awkward group, all in the name of money and power, all in the name of they want to be accepted and be respected in society. They want to be seen as they are superpower. They are powerful in the society. That is their intention. But you see, Satan does not give anything for free. You will pay for it with blood. See these people, their prophet went to the mountains. And they came to a conclusion that we don't know what has become of our prophet. Let's do something for ourselves. And they are thinking that they can worship God through a golden calf. That is the problem with many people who worship idols. Do you think you can worship God through an image, a calf image, a statue, an idol? You are joking. God cannot be worshipped through any other thing. That's why he said, do not worship any other God apart from me. Do not make any images of me, because I am not that idol you have made. God is not the wooden calf they have made. Lakuna Masiata. It's deception. Yes. Deception has entered into the mind of people. Somebody will just go and design something and put it there and worship God through this. You are joking. You are calling for evil spirit to enter into that thing. You are think you say you're worshiping God. Mhm. And they made a calf in those days and offered sacrifices to the idol. They offer sacrifices and rejoice in the works of their own hands. Then God turned and gave them up to worship the host of heaven, as it is written in the book of the prophet. Did you offer me slaughtered animals and sacrifice during 40 years in the wilderness, O house of Israel? You also took up the tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your good Ramba images which you made to worship, and I will carry you away beyond Babylon. I will continue from verse 44 going. It's a lot because of time. My time is almost up. I'll continue from there. From 44. Okay, then 44, and I'll end it somewhere, and I'll continue the rest tomorrow. Our fathers had the tabernacle of witness in the wilderness, as he appointed, instructing Moses to make it according to the pattern that he has seen, which our fathers, having received it in turn also, brought with Joshua into the land possessed by the Gentiles, whom God drove out before the face of our fathers till the days of David. You didn't hear that? He gave them the opportunity. He gave them the chance to build a tent, the tabernacle of worship. Whom God drove out before the face of fathers till the days of David, who found favor before God and asked to find a dwelling for the God of Jacob. But Solomon built him a house. You know why? Because David was the one who was supposed to build a house for God. But God says that David's hand was full of blood. So his hand was not worthy to build the house for God. But it was his son Solomon, whom God chose to build the house for God. And it was built in the days of, we will continue yet from tomorrow, God willing, from verse 48. We are going to continue tomorrow, no matter what. God bless you, beloved. You are great. Is there any question? Is there any question somebody has? Is Bible study, is Bible discussion? And I hope somebody are blessed today. I believe God is going to elevate you. He's going to pick you higher. You are late. Oh, yes, you're supposed to come early. Yes, Bible study is just 1 hour. And our time is up. It's 1 hour. I don't spend my time on Bible discussion, Bible studies, just an hour. So if you want to go, you can maybe go back and check it out. You miss a lot. But what I want to assure you is that God is with you. And you must not choose anything over God. Oh, yes. You can't leave the house of God. You cannot leave Jesus and go to another person and call the person your Jesus. It's wrong. You can't do that. You can't pick and choose. So, Redeemer, are you here, my son, Redeemer? Yeah. It's tomorrow that we will do the prophetic prayers and directions, and tomorrow Thursday is where the prophetic will kick in, and Friday is the day of prayer. Friday is a day of prayer. I'll live for Jesus. God bless you. I'll live for Jesus. Redeemer, are you here? If he's not here, God willing, tomorrow we are meeting. Beloved, let's come in our numbers, and then I believe that you'll be a blessing tomorrow, God willing. Stay blessed, stay anointed. But if you don't know Jesus, I recommend Jesus for you to receive him as your Lord and personal Savior and form a relationship with the Lord. And I believe that God is going to bless you. He's going to elevate you. He's going to make you great. Receive him as your Lord and personal Savior. Receive into your heart. And then after receiving the Lord Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior, I want to find a Bible-believing church. Join that church and fellowship with the church, and still come back here and let's learn together. I love you, the love of God. I'm signing out. This is Ojaba Benji. I love you, the love of God, and I want you to know that the one that loves you the most is Jesus Christ. Ladies of Destination UK, God bless you for joining. And then I'm signing out now. I'll see you all, God willing, tomorrow. Let's come in our numbers. It's gonna be super great.